Okay.
We try to show life in Virginia City separate from the cowboys, the shoot-up and the gunfights, and to show the life, the way the families were, where they lived, where they worked, of course where they worshipped.
It was mining town, gold, and this was a silver town.
Okay.
Not a gold town, but we did pull out a lot of gold. We pulled out more silver than gold. I mean, we got a lot of people on the weekends, they like to dress up as cowboys, and it wasn't a cowboy town, it was
the
a
largest
mining town.
ethnic group was Irish, so it was predominantly Catholic. Over a third of the city was Irish.
And from what I understand, it only took an hour and a half or less to burn all the buildings.
Wow.
It was such a hot fire, and there was a lot of wind in San Francisco, or a lot of them, because our money helped build San Francisco too, from the Civil War. A lot of things went on.
Emmanuel Mao is my name. I am an artist interested in spirituality, history, archaeology, and creation. I am here to solicit your support in completing a documentary film on two of America's greatest historic ghost cities, Virginia City and Dayton. While this documentary film provides very important details about Virginia City and Dayton from 1849 to our present day, correcting the conflicting stories and unearthing those that are unknown to the public. It is an informative and entertaining piece for historians, tourists, archaeologists, and students. Visiting Virginia City and Dayton, talking to historians and citizens who have lived there for close to half a century or more. Therefore, having first-hand information about the city was priceless. My collaborators and I have shot most of the film, though a few more important scenes still remain. Certainly, the documentary will crunch about $60,000. Final sound design and mixing, color correction, licensing of archival and news footages. About $11,000 is short of completing this project. That's where you come in. And your support is invaluable. Your contribution towards the success of this film evokes exciting benefits, including autographed limited edition of products from the documentary and a 3-day free vacation trip to the old Wild West. Kickstarter requires that we raise the entire projected sum in 30 days or get nothing. Please, your sponsorship will be highly appreciated. See the rest of the details below.
This is where he became Mark Twain. He tried his hand at mining. I think he was right under the name Josh. They invited him to come here, and I think he worked for $25 a week as a reporter for the Territorial Enterprise, and then took the pen name Mark Twain while he was here. Oh yeah, and it was a pretty rowdy town in the early days. I think 6 churches and 140 saloons, so that sort of gives the proportion of things here. But later on, it was much more civilized, cosmopolitan, very prominent. That, coupled with the Bonanza series, probably triggered the tourism. The Catholic Church was the most prominent in the city.
There was $1.2 billion in gold and silver. Wow. Taken out of the ground for this area.
But yeah, it's a great town. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, what you are, where you're from. They all like it.
It's quite a change, but people were living in tents. They lived in caves on the side of the hills. The old courthouse and the cemetery. Cowboy that got stuck in there, I guess, that they've seen up against the wall a couple of times walking. hauntings that have been, you know, that people have seen different things, and